Well, good afternoon, everybody. Happy Monday. How is everyone? Hopefully you guys are all doing well. Happy Monday. The Seahawks completely decimated the Super Bowl. What's that all about? Good job to the Seahawks, I guess. Yeah, I didn't see the game because I was asleep, I guess. But yeah, I'll have to check the highlights. Hopefully you guys are all doing well. Thank you guys so much for joining us. If anybody hasn't seen yet, Sean Murray just tweeted 3 safety vests. This update is imminent. I'm willing to bet we'll probably get the Cowboy within the next 24 hours. I think we'll get the Cowboy in the next 24 hours. I think that one's coming. So how is everyone? It's good to see you guys. Thanks so much for joining us. Oh, let me check my audio. Make sure we got some good audio here. Hold on. Okay, audio sounds good. All right, let's get them shouts out of the way. Who do we have out there? So Alejandro, what's up, brother? How are you? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Nurse Nerd Gamer, welcome back as always. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. And Moses, what's up, man? How's it going, brother? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us today. Yeah, Sean Murray just tweeted 3 vests. He just tweeted 3 safety vests. So this update is imminent. Umbra the Ninja, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Brandon Cartwright, what's up, brother? How's it going, man? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us today. And again, happy Sunday to everybody out there. Hey, Streamlabs, no cheating, buddy. William Dupree, how's it going, brother? Good to see you as always. Thanks for joining us. How are you? Yep, the Seahawks smoked the Super Bowl. They completely smoked the Super Bowl. Incredible. Who else do we have out there? So P1 Stream, how's it going? Thanks for joining us. And Buckle Up, Let's Go. What's up, brother? How are you, man? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Everybody, Buckle Up, Let's Go is a fellow content creator. He's part of the Odd Fam. If you guys haven't done so, please go to his channel, check him out, blow that man up with an orbital cannon or neutron cannon, whichever you have. Show that man some love. You know how we do it here. Yeah, Brandon Cartwright says there were more Seahawks fans than Patriots fans in the U.S. Apparently. Who else do we have out there? So Doc Intel, what's up? How's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. So Moses says, what do I speculate? What do I think the update's going to be? Well, it's a safety vest, and that's usually... It's not a life preserver. It's not a life vest. It's a safety vest. So that being said, probably something to do with construction. I think it's a play on words because Sean Murray likes to play on words a lot. So I think it's going to be, we're looking at a vest, right? I think vests, when I see vests, I think vets. And I'm thinking Corvettes. So I think it's a play on words for Corvettes, like he did for like the Origins update. He posted an orange. So orange and origins. So I think it's a play on words. But that being said, so William says, double win for me tonight. My ship took first place in tonight's ship meet. Congratulations, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. I think it's going to be some sort of a construction overhaul. That's what I think it's going to be. Also, I think, remember you guys, there's a robotic construct in the space anomaly. So what are the chances that this construction vest, this safety vest, has to do with part 4 of the ARG, with the autophage story quest? I'm thinking it has something to do with the ARG, something to do with the construct. Since we're talking about a construction safety vest here, I think it has to do with the construct in the space anomaly. I think we're going to get some more something having to do with the realm of glass. That's what I think it's going to be. I think this is going to be a big update. That's my speculation. Yeah, William, I think the construct is very possible, man. Okay, what else do we have out there? So Alejandro says he's going to grind some GTA while watching. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, brother. Morris, 4321, what's up, brother? How's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. So Brandon Cartwright says there were, more. Yeah, read that one. Just trying to get caught up on the chat. Buckle up, let's go. No problem, brother, at all, man. Always support the Odd Fam. So Brandon Cartwright says, do you think people in Japan would want an NFL game to be played in Japan? Oh, they've done it before. They've done it before. Japan has hosted exhibitionary NFL games here. They have done that before here in Japan, yes. And it is reasonably popular, believe it or not. American football, it's not as popular as something like soccer or rugby for that matter, but it is still pretty popular. There are people here that watch the NFL. And we're talking about Japanese people, so yes. Deborah, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. How are you today? Thanks for stopping by. All right, people, let's do this. We got to go hunt for a living ship. We're going to hunt for a couple of living ships today. Oh, as a matter of fact, I got to get the glyphs and coordinates from Hero to Use video. Hold on a sec. I got to go get that. Hold on. I got to get that. Let me close that page before we begin. Hold on. We're going to start here in just a second. So if you guys haven't done so, please do me a huge favor. Hit that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. If you're new here, I'm Oddman105, a.k.a. The Odd One. This is a regularly scheduled Monday live stream of some No Man's Sky shenanigans. We're going to start with the weekend Nexus mission, and we're going to go hunt for some living ships. We're going to take a break from Sentinel ships for the time being. If we have some time, we'll hunt for some ugly Sentinel ships. But I need to, let's see here. I got to go find that video from Hero to Use so that I can get the glyphs and coords for this. Hold on. Let's see. Hero to you. There we go. And a huge shout out to Hero to You for this. Let's see if we can find it. Living ships. Living ships. Okay, there we go. Most beautiful. Let's mute that. Give me 1 sec. Get this stupid ad out of here, YouTube. What the crap? I don't want to see your ad, YouTube. Get your ad out of here. Give me 1 sec. We'll get caught up in just a minute. We'll start in just a minute. I just need to get these glyphs. Okay, there are the glyphs. We got the glyphs on screen. So P1 Stream says, I'll back up. Deborah says, how did your ship turn out? But we haven't gotten it yet. Oh, you're talking to William? Okay, let's get started, people. Let's do this. Let's transition. I love this song, by the way. Let's transition. Let's bring up OBS. Hey, Bud316. Long time no see, brother. How have you been, man? It's good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Everybody, Bud316 is a fellow content creator. If you guys haven't done so, please go to his channel, check that man out, show him some love. It's good to see you, brother. Long time no see. Oh, so you were talking to William. I gotcha. Okay. Let's turn that off. Put that music in the background. Bring up the volume. All right, put that in the background too. We are transitioned. Okay, I got that up. So what we're going to do, first and foremost, we're on the Xbox today, by the way. What we're going to do is go do the Weekend Nexus mission for some Quicksilver. Hey, Bud, no problem, brother. Good to see you, man. And thanks so much for stopping by, man. Okay, Cody Hernandez, what's up, brother? How's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, Deborah, we're going living ship hunting tonight. Living ship hunting. Hey, Tyrone, what's up, brother? How's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. So, we are currently in an outlaw dissident system, but this is something that we may do later on. And that's because, if you guys can remember, we found an all black. We found an all black and with yellow accents An awesome B. Well, it was a C class initially, but we found a medium Sentinel fighter with dorsal and ventral pincers, medium wings, but double-bladed wings. It's a really nice looking ship. We found that at the end of the last live stream last week, and what we're probably going to do is go hunt for that ship later on. I found an A-class 2+1 and 1. I found an A-class 2+1 and 1, but I'm almost convinced, because this is an outlaw system, that we can find an S-class. I'm pretty convinced of that. Before we go, let's check out this guy's solar. What do you got for me, buddy? All right, what do you got for me? Oh, that's right. Bud, are you still playing Warframe? And if you are, how do you like it? Dialect help? What? Aggression. Where's the pilot of this ship? There he is. Let's talk to the pilot. What do you got for me? That was the wrong dude. Nope. It's a nice color. I like the color. I like that color. Looks like white and chrome. Looks like white and chrome, but I can't get by those gentleman sails, the gentleman sausage sails. I can't get by that. So that's a whole lot of nope. You can keep your ship. Okay, what we're going to do is call it the Space Anomaly. Before we go, let's grab a... yeah, William, not them sails. Not the sails. Yay, we met 60 aliens. Okay, let's go to the Space Anomaly. Yeah, not them sails, bro. Not the sails. You can keep your solar ship, pal. So Deborah says, "Oh, I love living ship hunting. It should be fun. It should be fun. We got plenty of eggs, so that shouldn't be a big deal." Now that being said, we're going to have to hunt for crashed and abandoned system ships first. Whenever we find a crashed and abandoned ship, we can replace that ship with a living ship. And that's what we're going to do, because I've got Hero to Use video up on the other screen, and we'll use his video as a template. Okay, so before we begin, also, if you guys, anybody out there is new, please take a second, read and follow the channel rules in the description section down below. Very important. All right, people, let's do this. What's that? I taught you how to grind in the game a little too well. I appreciate that, man. Okay, let's do this. Sinister RC, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. You know what? Hold on. Station is there. Oh, my freighter's not even in the system. Get the freighter out here. What the crap, dude? My freighter's not even here. You know what? That's fine. We got a base in this star system, so we're good to go. Okay, let's go do this. We'll deal with the Void Egg as soon as we finish the Weekend Nexus mission. And I hope you guys are all doing well. Thanks for joining us. Let's get in there. Let's start this party. So yeah, my speculation for the next upcoming No Man's Sky update probably has something to do with Part 4 of the ARG. Because we're looking at a safety vest, a construction vest specifically. So I think it has to do with the construct here in the Space Anomaly. That's what I think it's going to be. I mean, it's either that or it's a play on words. Again, because it's a vest, and when I'm thinking vest, I'm also thinking vets, as in Corvettes. So this could be some sort of a Corvette overhaul too. Even though we just got Corvettes, it could be some kind of an update with the Corvettes. Okay, what do we got? Okay, roots of aggression. Unstable plasma. Oh, this is easy. Yes, please. Let's do it. This is easy. Initialize. So Moses says, I hope the update will be about optimization, rendering performance, and maintenance. I can understand that. I can understand that. So, but believe it or not, No Man's Sky is one of the best optimized games I've ever seen. It is. When you consider how, number one, how old the game is, and number two, that No Man's Sky is actually built upon Hello Games' own in-house engine. This is one of the best optimized games out there. Now, I will say this. I do think that Hello Games should work on multiplayer. Multiplayer has been broken ever since crossplay has been a thing. So I think Hello Games should definitely fix the multiplayer. Bud 360, excuse me, Buckle Up Let's Go says, the sentence ambassadors of grind into the universe to kick butt and chew gum. Yes, exactly. And we left our gum at home. Yep. And we left the gum at home. Hey, it's all about that grind. You guys know how we do it here. The grind never ends. Okay, where's our planet? With the ridiculously mean hazardous flora. There it is. Yeah, we got to go beat up on some mean plants. The plants are being mean to us. Let's go. This will be fun. So Deborah says, someone said you put out cones and sit and drink tea. Another person said that crossing guards will be in the space station to keep you from, what is that, hinting into, what's that? Oh, hinting into it when it comes out. Totally on the wrong side of the planet. 3 minutes away. Umber the Ninja says, man, I forgot how annoying it is to get cars away from the cops from vehicle cargo. Oh, yeah. Especially vehicle cargo in Grand Theft Auto. It's really annoying. The one mission that I hate is where you gotta literally steal the car while the guy is still driving it. That's the mission I can't stand. But I managed to scoop it up with the cargo bob once. I actually swooped down with the cargo bob and picked the car up while the dude was still driving it and got away from the cops that way. That was pretty cool, but it's not something that I could repeat because I've tried. All right, here we go. And I hope everybody out there is doing well. Thanks for joining us. We're going to go hunt for living ships as soon as we're done with the weekend Nexus mission. Yeah, Umber the Ninja, that one sucked. That one sucked because you got to either shoot the guy in the back of the head to get him to stop driving the car, or, you can do what I did and swoop down with a cargo bob. But I got lucky with that cargo bob. I got real lucky. Okay, we got to beat up on some plants. Let's do it. So how many plants do we need to beat up on here? There's one right in front of us right there. Okay, so we got to go talk to the fallen traveler. Man, that dude's 300 meters that way. He's not nearby. Okay. He should be nearby. Well, check that out. Monolith. Or that's a plaque. Not a monolith, but a plaque. And we got some data structures. Give me that. Give me that nav data. Give me that nav data. Give me that. Give me all the free nav data. Give me that stuff. Always get your free stuff. All right, so where is the fallen traveler? Found him. Hi there. And here comes a stupid storm. Okay, let's talk to this guy. The floral infestation. So this guy got murked out by a bunch of pissed off plants. Okay, let the murk outs begin. And of course, there are no plants in the area, so we got to look for them. Let's head back to the ship. There were quite a few plants that way. There's one. Hi there. Stupid superheated storm. Who ordered this storm?
Thermal protection falling.
Never pass up condensed carbon.
Technology recharge.
Yeah, all we really have to do is walk back towards the ship, because there's plenty of hazardous flora. And I can't see anything. Oh, there's Mr. Butthurt Sentinel. Get out of here, Sentinel. Yeah, Mr. Butthurt. Yeah, storms, always a storm. It's always a storm when you least expect it, I swear. You don't need to pick up the grassy paws, but because I'm a cheapskate, I like to get the free oxygen. Yeah, should not take long at all. Yeah, we only need 5 more. Yeah, temperature went up just a little bit. Just a little bit. Not by much, just a little bit. Yeah, let's get rid of the Venus fly traps, and I hope you guys are all doing well. We need 2 more. This is the easiest 1800 Quicksilver ever. The easiest. All right, 1 more to go. Let's head back toward the ship. Doesn't really matter. We can simply call it up. Cellcraft, hello, sir. How are you? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. Hope you're doing well, brother. Good to see you. Everybody, Cellcraft is a fellow content creator. If you guys haven't done so, please go to his channel, check him out. Show that man some love. Cellcraft, good to see you, brother. Thanks for joining us. Cellcraft, if you would like to post a link to your YouTube channel in chat, you may do so since you're a mod here. But it's good to see you, brother. Thanks for stopping by, man. So Deborah says, William, I did not like last week's planet. Oh, William did not like last week's planet at all. Last week's planet sucked. That planet absolutely sucked booty. It was terrible. That planet was terrible. Okay, we're done. That planet sucked booty. It was horrendous. The worst planet ever. Okay, that's it. So, Ball, how's it going? Ball, you keep asking me about the hidden. And you know what? At some point, I'll watch that movie. At some point, I'll get to it. At some point, I'll get to it. Let's go to the space station and check out the multi-tool. Actually, you know what? Before we do that, let's go retrieve our money. Let's get our money. Yeah, at some point, I'll watch it. At some point, I'll get to it. So Deborah says, I did all 4 of my saves on it. That planet was no. That planet was just absolute. That was a whole lot of nope. That planet was just absolutely no. We're not going to do that. We're not doing it. 1 was enough. That was one of the worst planets I'd ever seen in this game. I would rather spend 24 hours on a freaking gas giant than to ever go back to that planet again. Okay, give me my money. Give me my money, because the money grind never ends. All right, here we go. Complete. There it is. 1,800 Quicksilver. Yes, please. Give me that money. Okay, so what we can do now, let's get to the space station. Let's get to the space station and check out the multi-tool. It might be a good one. Always stop by the space station and check out the multi-tool. Now, because I haven't been to the space station in this star system yet, I can't just take the teleporter. Oh, never mind. They're sending me back to my original system. Whatever. Whatever. So Morris says, I saw the hidden. I won't spoil it for you in case you want to watch it. Yeah, I haven't seen it, so yeah. All right, so we are back. Okay, let's call up our freighter. And this is, these are the glyphs for where we need to go. But let me check a couple of things before we continue. Okay, that's a mistake. Standard and standard. Let's put that back to standard for this next portion of the stream. Once we begin hunting for Sentinel starships, then we'll switch that. We'll switch crafting back to free. Something else that I've done is send my frigates out on expeditions. I'm trying to get a dream aerial. So let's stop by the freighter and let's see what the rewards are. Oh, hostile scan? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. A hostile scan? Do they really want to do this? They really want to do this? Let me out. Let me back. No, take off. Let's go. Hold on. They really want to do this. We got pirates. Pirates, you really want to do this, pirates. You really want to do this. Where are they at? Where are they at? I got my capital ship here. Pirates, you really want to do this? No scan? That's what I thought. They don't want this fight. The pirates, they don't want this fight. They will get murked out with all due discretion. They don't want this fight. Yeah, I can trust me. Them pirates don't want this fight. It is not going to end well for them. Okay, let's debrief all of our frigates. So Ball says a classic, the Ferrari scene. What's with the what's with the face? That's funny. Okay, we got a debrief. Let's go debrief and see what we got. I think one of my frigates is still out on a mission. What we're doing is hunting for a dream aerial. All right, what do we got? We get anything good? Bromide salt. That's it. Yes, we got one. We got the plans for it. Thank you. We got the plans. That's what I needed. We need that to get living frigates. Now that we've got the plans, perfect. We got the blueprint. Thank you. Thank you. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Perfect. Perfect. That didn't take long at all. It only took, what, 2 or 3 tries to get it? Not bad at all. Ozzy Bob, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. How are you today? Yeah, Ozzy said, I had a dream. Deborah says, yes, they really do. They have attacked me for 1 glass and anything of value. I was hoping... One of the best fight scenes in this game is when the pirates try to attack you while you're near your capital ship. It's the funniest thing ever. because you're if you've got like one of these pirate dreadnoughts, the pirate dreadnought goes ham. It completely goes ham. It does. So it's actually pretty one of the coolest fight scenes ever. Pen Napadari, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Darby Wales out there, Captain. All right, what do we got? Let's keep debriefing. Once we have the blueprints, we can craft as many of those as we want. So what do we got? Anything? I think we got a cargo link. Yep, we did. We got a Corvette component. Nice. Yeah, we'll send these guys back out later on. But I hope you guys are all doing well. Thanks for joining us. We're hunting for living ships today. So Ozzy says it's funny when the pirates attack me for my cookies. Well, you know, the funny thing is that I had pirates attack me for them special cookies. The special cookies with the nip. You know which cookies I'm talking about. I've had pirates attack me for those. The funny thing is that the pirates made the mistake of attacking me while I'm near my capital ship. Didn't end well for them. All right, keep debriefing. What do we got? Oh, that one's not done yet. That one's not done. That one's not done. But this one is. Yeah, that frigate's still out. We don't need to recall them. I think that mission was 14 hours. I think that mission was 14 hours. That expedition. Okay. So that one's not done yet. What do we got? Anything good? And we got some mango gold, activated indium. Nice. And we got a bunch of money. Yeah, the money grind never ends. We'll send those guys back out later, so that's no big deal. Unstable plasma. We'll put this. We'll put that in the freighter lockup. We'll drop those off. Okay, let's go to storage. Let's go to the storage. Here we go. Excuse me there, Polo's brother. That was Polo's brother that just walked by. His pirate brother. That's what that is. Let's see. You know, it's funny. I thought I had unstable plasma someplace else. Hold on. So Penn says, thoughts on the upcoming update for No Man's Sky? Yeah, we were talking about that. I think... Here's the deal. It's a safety vest, right? It's a construction vest, safety vest. I think, yeah, Ozzy Bob, exactly. The herbal crunchies, those. The crunchies that give you the munchies. The crunchies for the munchies, that's the one. Yep, crunchies for the munchies. I think we're going to get part 4 of the ARG, and that's because it's a construction vest, so probably having to do with the construct on the space anomaly. I think it's either that, or I think it's a play on words. That's what I think it is. So in other words, it's a vest, right? So vets, Corvettes, as in Corvettes. So I think it's probably some sort of a Corvette overhaul, or something having to do with Corvettes. That's what I think it is. Okay, we are ready. Hold on. Let's get rid of the pure ferrite. We don't need that taking up space. How many brains do we have in here? We got 10. Let's refine these. Let's refine those, and then we'll refine a sack of radiant shards too, because that's good nanites. Okay, let's go. We got to head back to Euclid, because as you guys can see, the mission log right here for the Void Egg. These are the glyphs, and it's in Euclid. This is funny though. The Hunter Reflection, Spiral of Reality, Star over Water, Ascending Orb, The Obscured Companion, The Hunter, Lowly Insect, Anomaly, The Sailor. This will be fun. So Penn says, I'm not really a fan of the Corvette ships. I like them. Well, here's the deal. I like the idea that we can build our own ships. Seriously, we can build our own ships and customize them the way they want. What I really liked about the Corvette update, if you will, Voyagers specifically, was that Hello Games did something with a 10-year-old game. This game is 10 years old now. They did something with a 10-year-old game by giving us buildable, customizable ships with Starship interior that you could literally walk around in. That the people at Elite Dangerous, Frontier Development, haven't been able to do yet. And Frontier Development, Elite Dangerous is 12 years old, almost 12 years old. So yeah, they did something amazing with this game, with the Corvettes update. And there are thousands of Corvette ships out there, especially because you've got a lot of people that are professionals at glitch building. Here we go, Portal Base 2, Euclid, let's go. You got a lot of people that are really good at glitch building. I can't glitch build to save my life, so I try to build within the logical parameters of the ship's construction, and I still came out with a couple of pretty cool looking Corvettes. But I like the idea that Hello Games gave us the ability to make these Corvette class ships that are almost as functional as our capital ships, but they fly like fighters. I think that's awesome. The fact that we can literally walk around in these ships. Buckle Up, Let's Go says, is that a glyph? That was a good question. Okay, let's make a restore point. All right, here's the portal. We got to recharge this one, I'm pretty sure. Before we do, hold on. Let's be a cheapskate about this because I don't have time to go find stuff. Let's shift that to free. Just temporarily. Just temporarily. Just temporarily. All right, here we go.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
Technology recharge. Hey, I still want to get a. I want to get a mod. I want to get a mod for like Samuel L. Jackson's voice. I want to get like a Samuel L. Jackson voiceover for like the computer voice in No Man's Sky. Technology recharge, mofo. That's what I want. Life support power low, mofo. That's what I want. There has got to be a mod out there for that to get the Sam Jackson voice in No Man's Sky. That would be awesome.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge. Technology.
Hostile scan, mofo. That's what I want. That's what I want to see. That would be awesome, man. Technology recharge, mofo. All right, let's do this. Somebody has to have a mod for that. There's got to be like an AI voice out there for that one, man. Okay, let's do this. Okay, for the first one, yeah, Penn, with AI, we could totally do it. Somebody has to have that out there. There's got to be a mod out there for that. I would love to have that. Life support power low, mofo. All right, let's go. Yeah, Deborah, that's something else that I noticed. Some people think that it's for, construction upgrades or some optimization. Some optimization for graphics. We'll find out in a couple of days. Sean Murray literally posted 3 vests on his Twitter page. So this thing is incoming really soon. Okay, what do we got? First of all, I gotta write this down? This is embarrassing. So what does the egg say? Okay, the reflection, the hunter, the spiral. I'm going to screen cap this. Hold on. Let me screen cap that. Let's screen cap that. because I'm not going to remember it. And let's see.
Thermal protection falling.
Let's open up 3D Paint. Yeah, Doc, exactly. You could picture him in his eyes saying that. Bro, I would love to see that one. Okay, give me 1 sec. I gotta swap away from this. Let's see. Menu. Input. Give me 1 second. Let's go back to DisplayPort. So we can see exactly what we're doing. There we go. Paste. Let's crop. Give me 1 sec. Let's go 1080 or 1920 actually. Let's go 1920 on that. Sorry about that. There we go. 1920. Done. Dope. Oh, give me 1 sec. Sorry about that. 1920 by 1080. Okay. There we go. Done. Okay, let's go back to the game. There we go. And let's move this. Let's save this as... Just give me 1 sec. Save this at a JPEG. Let's put this on the desktop. Glyphs. Done. Okay, that's saved on the desktop. Let's close that. Done. Open that picture up. And we can bring that here. Okay, we can go back now. All right, there we go. Let's go back. I forgot, I'm on the Xbox, so I got to do all this. Unfortunately. Okay, give it a sec. Okay, here we go. Okay, we are back. Thank you guys for waiting. All right, so the glyphs are, and this is going to be fun because I have no idea what this game is talking about. Yeah, Penn, I think it's going to hit either Wednesday. It'll probably be Thursday my time since I'm 14 hours ahead. William, thank you. It took me, that's how long it took me to get it. Okay, so this is activate portal. Okay, so the first one is the hunter. Okay, so the hunter. So, yeah, William translated it. Okay, I'm glad somebody did because I don't see a hunter. Now, the hunter could be the dinosaur, so the hunter's the bird. Really? That don't look like a hunter to me. That does not look like a... Okay, fine. That doesn't look like a hunter. So, hunter, reflection. Reflection is what, the half moon? Yeah, that does not look like a hunter. Okay, so if it's a falcon, that doesn't look like a falcon. It looks like a Tweety bird. It looks like a Tweety bird. It does. So reflection is the face. All right. Hunter, reflection, hunter. All right. That looks like a Tweety. It does not look like it. It doesn't look like a bird of play. It looks like a Tweety bird. It does. It looks like a mockingbird. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Okay, the spiral of reality. That will be the black hole. Black hole. Star over water. That's this. Sunset. Or sunrise, excuse me. The ascending orb. Oops. So wait a minute. So I think that's correct. Yeah, the balloon. I was just about, thank you. I was just about to say the balloon. The ascending orb. Okay, there we go. All right. Now we're getting somewhere. The obscured companion. What the actual French toast is that? The obscured companion. The YMCA? What? So what's the? So hold on. What's the companion? The eclipse. That's a companion. That's a companion. All right. Okay. What? All right. So the hunter. Hunter. Lowly insect. We know what that is. Where's the scarab? The anomaly. Okay, so the anomaly is what? The hexagon? The anomaly is the hexagon, right? Yeah, I thought I saw a putty tat. That's what I thought. That's a Tweety bird, man. That's not a hunter. Okay, so hexagon. The sailor, that's the boat. And the Ocean King is the whale. Where you at? Here we go. All right. Here we go. That was the weirdest puzzle ever. I'm thinking, where's a companion? I don't see a companion. What are you talking about? And no, that is not an eagle or a falcon. That's a Tweety bird. I don't care what anybody say. Hashtag Tweety bird. Okay, let's make a restore point.
Temperature levels stabilizing.
Let's make a restore point. Yeah, buckle up. Let's go. You ain't kidding, man. You ain't kidding. I had no idea. That doesn't look like a companion to me. Ozzy Bob says to infinity and beyond. Yes, sir. But before you go, make sure you make a restore point. Here we go. Ensure that you make a restore point. Yeah, the Ocean King is easy. It's the only whale on there. Yeah, but the hunter got me. I'm sorry. That's a Tweety bird. Okay, oop. Let's minimize that just in case we need it. We are here. First contact? Okay. How is this a first contact system with a bunch of save beacons and bases? All right. There's our void egg. Now, the first one, we have to go through this quest to get the first living ship, but that's fine. Every other living ship beyond this one, we don't need it.
Thermal protection falling.
Uh-oh, it's one of them planets. It's one of those planets with the saxophone honking worms again. In before we get... Yeah, in before we get... Make some of those. Yeah, in before we get a crop dusted by a sandworm. Switch that back to standard. Okay, there we go. Cellcraft says, anybody on Sean Murray's team is smoking the wacky tobacco. Bro. Yeah, I think Sean Murray's team is on the edibles right now. Yeah, I think they're on the edibles. So, let's go, people. Let's get this ship. Man, this planet is dark AF. I can't see anything. Okay, that is a player base. Our target, approximate location. Okay. I mean, we can just land at the player base, too. That doesn't matter. Buckle Up, Let's Go says, it's funny to think that probably had at least an hour-a-long meeting to decide what emoji to send. Yeah, probably. Probably. You know, what's funny is that I really do think that the vest is a play on words. Pulse spitter, mining beam, there we go. I think that the vest is a play on words. Yeah, we need to get rid of the farting plants before they fart on my ship. There we go. Hold it. No. Never pass up. Never pass up a bunch of sodium. Give me that sodium. Give me that sodium. Yeah, exactly. The honking Shy Hulu wannabes. Yeah, the honking sandworms. Yeah, don't want to get crop dusted by one of those dudes. It's not going to end well. It's going to be a bad day. Never sleep on the sodium, people. Always get your sodium. Give me that sodium. Give me all that sodium. All right. Okay, so our ship is a kilometer that way. Okay, whatever. We'll just go. A kilometer in that direction. You have got to be kidding me. Yeah, hey, Doc Intel, never pass up a piece of sodium, man. Especially when you can find it in large quantities. Especially in large quantities. Never pass up a piece of sodium. And I know we can just fly the ship. This is more fun. Hold it. Murk out the evil plants. There we go. Go fart on someone else, please. Give me all that oxygen. Give me that oxygen. Goodbye. That's what I'm talking about. So William says you'll need more items before getting the ship. Okay, we'll find out when we get there. No problem. Never pass up a piece of condensed carbon. Because condensed carbon is one of those things that I hate to mine for. Ouch. Yeah, I broke my kneecap. I hope you guys are all doing well. If you haven't done so, please hit that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. Yay, it's daylight. I can see again. Hold it. Hold it. Pump the brakes, people. Give me that oxygen. Give me all that oxygen. I'm doing this on purpose. Just in case this triggers someone out there. Just in case this triggers someone. Yeah, so we got to make an item here, then go back through the portal. That's fine. We got plenty of time for it. Give me all that oxygen. A Sentinel. Get out of here, buddy. Hey, Sentinel. Your mama wears steel underwear. Get out of here. What do you think this is? Your mama has a steel girder. A steel girdle. Isn't that what they call them? Steel girdle? Always take this time to get some condensed carbon. There we go. Give me that stuff. That's right. Never pass up an oxygen farm. Oh, hold on a sec. There we go. Yeah, my Xbox is overheating. Yeah. All right, there we go. Yeah, I forgot to relocate my Xbox. Usually when I go live, I have to reposition the Xbox so that it's venting all the hot air. So one thing I forgot to do. It's okay, though. All right, that's a nice player base. Hold on a second. Is the music on? Yeah, it's on. Okay. It got real quiet really quickly. Okay, here we go. Yeah, my Xbox is overheating. That's what she said. Ba-dum-tsh. Serious Joker, what's up, brother? How's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, and thanks for dropping that like, man. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you. There we go. Yes, if you guys haven't done so, please hit that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. Oh, it's one of these bases. Oh, okay. Okay. Always get your free stuff. We don't need that. Put that back. We don't need the rusty metal. There we go. Ooh, microprocessor. All right, what do we got? You know, the hardest part about this whole thing the hardest part about finding a living ship is waiting the 5 days to get the 5 components. That was the most difficult part. Okay, collect the vessel. Yay! The Bionic Arc. All right, so what's next? Okay, the Lost Traveler. 5 hours away. Where's my ship? Where's my ship? Yeah, we got to go find 3 graves. As my ship lands on my face. As my starship lands right on top of my face. All right, let's go. Let's find 3 fallen travelers, shall we?
Weather warning.
Oh, God.
Incoming storm.
Weather warning. Incoming storm, mofo. And I hope you guys are all doing well. If you guys haven't done so, please hit that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. So Mark Wallace says you don't need to call an Uber with that jetpack. Nope. Not with this jetpack. 11 minutes? Absolutely not. That is insane. Oh my God. This has been fun so far. Definitely fun so far. I am pretty stoked that I picked up a Dream Aerial, excuse me, from the recent freighter expedition, or not freighter, frigate expedition. So once we have the blueprints, we don't need to pick up another one. We can craft as many as I need. I can craft as many as I need, so that's a good thing. I thought it was going to take forever to get that thing. I'm so glad I got those blueprints. Did we fly by it? Where is it at? Oh, it's right there. Approximate location. Oh, crap. Here we go again. What is it with Sean Murray telling us that we're too fat and that we need to walk everywhere? What is that all about? Okay. Dead ahead. Let's go. All right, there should be a grave right there. Yep. There it is. So Doc Intel says, where did you get that jetpack? This jetpack was an expedition milestone reward. Yeah, this was an expedition reward. William, I think, can tell you from which expedition it came. I can't remember which one, but it was an expedition reward. Dragonheart, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. As I understand it, you have to use the dream aerial. There's conflicting information. Some videos are saying that you have to craft a different dream aerial to search for different living frigates, because we'll be hunting for living frigates afterwards. But some people are saying that you only need to craft one and you can reuse it. So I have no idea what's true and what isn't. Cellcraft says, I'm heading out for the night. Take care, fellow interlopers. See you next time. Hey, Cellcraft, thank you so much for joining us. Good to see you as always. Take care. God bless to you, brother. We will see you next time. Okay, give me that soul. Oh, that's wrong. That's just wrong. That's wrong. That's messed up. That is messed up. We just took that dude's soul out of the grave. That's messed up. He said, "What's happening? Are you there?" Oh, that's messed up. So Deborah says, I reused the same aerial plus the anomaly detector. So there's conflicting information out there with some of the videos. Okay, well, see, but that's good information to know. This is my first time getting a living ship. This will also be my first time getting living frigates too. So okay. Because the next thing we have to do is get living ship upgrades. There are 2 ways to get those. That much I do know. All right, where's my ship? That is messed up, man. That's wrong. That is just wrong. We just took that dude's soul out of his grave, and he's like, "What happened? What's happening? What's happening?" Dude's panicking. That is messed up. That's all I gotta say. That is messed up. All right, next. That is messed up. That's all I got to say, man. That's wrong. That's wrong. Yeah, Deborah, we need 3 total, but that's still wrong. That is wrong. Ozzy Bob says stealing souls is fun. That is messed up, man. That's messed up. You guys, you could clearly see that the fallen traveler was panicking. He was in desperate panic mode, and we just stole his soul. That is messed up. Deborah says, yes, it is wrong. That's messed up. All right, here we go. So Doc Intel says he gets it back. He gets to come back, sort of. Right, that's true. True. He's in a living ship. Okay, that is kind of true. But the dude was clearly panicking. And we stole his soul. So Dragonheart says, going off my own experience just one time. Well, see, Dragonheart, that's what some people are saying. Again, this is my first time getting a living ship, and this will be my first time getting living frigates. So, again, this is pretty much new to me. Yeah, Deborah, the last guy clearly didn't want to go. He clearly did not want to go. That is messed up. Sean Murray, that is messed up, bro. That's messed up. Land the ship. All right, where we at? 700. Before we go, give me that oxygen. Give me all the oxygen. Give me that oxygen. Give me. Always get your free oxygen, people. So what's that? You can trade them for special favors with the red guy, with the horns and hooves. Absolutely not. You're talking about Beelzebub. No, thank you. No, thank you. That's a whole lot of nope. Okay, so we got to go 600 that way. Let's go. And hope everybody out there is doing well. I just did one of the most disturbing things that I'd ever done in No Man's Sky. That was the most disturbing thing I'd ever done in this game. That was disturbing. Hold up. Give me that sodium nitrate. Give me that. Because I'm always running out of this stuff. Give me all that. There we go. That was, bro, you guys don't know. That was just messed up. So Penn says it gets worse. Yeah, so apparently somebody at Hello Games has an evil side to them. That's what I gotta say. Somebody at Hello Games has an evil side. That is messed up. We just stole that guy's soul out of his grave. And he was clearly panicking. He was like, what's happening? What's happening? Oh my God, we just did that? We just did that to that poor guy? That is wrong, man. That's wrong. Hey, Sentinel, shut up, buddy. So Deborah says, wait for it to say whale song. Yes, he's pushing on the lid of the jar right now. I would assume he is. I would assume that dude was clearly panicking. All right, we're here. That is, all I got to say is that is messed up. All right, where we go? Who's there? Uh-oh, here we go again. No, uh-oh. Bro, that's wrong. That's wrong. You guys, hold on. No, you cannot justify that. There is no justification for what we just did. There is no justification for what we just did here. That's wrong. So Buckle Up, Let's Go says, with the anomaly detected, you keep pulsing through the rare finds and wait for it to say megafauna. Right. So it says you stop pulsing when it says megafauna and found 2 so far. Okay. Yeah, I saw somebody put out a video on it. Somebody put out a video on it showing themselves pulse drive for 30 minutes. They were literally pulse driving for 30 minutes until they found one that said megafauna. So Nurse Nerd Gamer says it's for the greater good. You guys cannot justify what we just did. There's no justification for that. That is wrong. That is messed up, bro. Where's my ship? I am traumatized by this. This is highly traumatizing. As my ship lands on my face again. That is messed up. All right, let's go. I'm having a blast. I don't know about you guys. This is a lot of fun. So Penn says, well, he's already dead, so... Yeah, I mean, but he's dead again, too. Let that man rest in peace. Why do we have to rob his grave? Apparently, he's dead, but apparently he knows what's going on, right? He knows that there's some weirdo, this weirdo, Odd Man Gaming, is standing outside his grave stealing his soul, right? I don't want the Sentinels coming after me for this. That's just wrong. That's wrong. Yeah, Dragonheart says you're doing the No Man's Sky equivalent of soul trapping. Would that make the void the equivalent of the soul con? I think it would. That's actually a good analogy. That's a good analogy. Yeah, I'm going to need some very strict counseling, some mental health counseling after this episode. After this live stream, I'm going to call my counselor. That's what I'm going to do. Counselor's going to go, what's wrong? Bro, you don't understand. I just had to steal some souls from a grave. Counselor's going to say, what? I can't help you. Yeah, Morris, exactly. Something odd in this literally, bro. No truer words have ever been spoken.
Incoming storm.
That's just messed up, man. That's wrong. I'm calling it right now. That's wrong. That's wrong. Yeah, Bud, this is my first time playing through the Living Ship quest, so I'm pretty shocked. I'm decently shocked right now. I'm shocked. I am. That's wrong. All right, here we go. And here we go. We've got Sean Murray telling us, bro, you're too fat. You need to walk 100 miles to get to the grave. Thanks, Sean. I appreciate that. Okay. Yeah, exactly. William, our new title, Grave Robber. I don't want the Sentinels coming after me for this one. Okay, 600, look at this. Bro, you're too fat. You got to walk half a kilometer this way. All right, whatever. Let's go. That is messed up. That's all I got to say. Now, to be fair, if the grave had some memory fragments, I wouldn't feel so bad about it. If they had memory fragments, I wouldn't feel bad. I'd feel okay. It wouldn't be that bad. Oh, there's a plaque. Yeah, memory fragments, okay. But we're just robbing this dude's grave for no reason. We're stealing his soul? That is wrong. Casey Bellis, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us today. And we're stuck. And we're stuck. Never pass up a piece of condensed carbon. Always get your condensed carbon because I hate mining for this crap. And I hate converting carbon into condensed carbon. I can't stand it. I can't stand it.
Technology recharge.
We'll get there at some point. As we walk into a tree. And I hope you guys are all doing well. Thank you guys for joining us. Just had the most disturbing experience in No Man's Sky ever. That was disturbing. I don't care what you guys say. That was disturbing. So Penn says the last one is the worst. Oh, thanks. Thanks for the heads up. I appreciate that. Thanks. I already feel bad about the first two. I already feel bad about the first two. Bro, that is messed up, man. All right, let's get this over with. I already feel like an evil, bad person. Yeah, he said, I told you the last guy doesn't really want to go. So Deborah says, the red lettering on the lower right of the screen is supposed to be the whale song at every stream. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Okay. All right, here we go. Here we go. Look, the grave's name is Reburn's Regeneration. That's the name of the guy's grave, Reburn's Regeneration. Exactly. What are we regenerating here? So, this is disturbing. All right. Here we go. Where did you, what? Collect the soul. I'm sorry, man. It's nothing personal. I'm just saying this right now, bro. This is nothing personal. I have to do this for the live stream. I got to do this for the living ship. It's nothing personal. Look, he's clearly distraught. This dude is clearly panicking right now. Wait, why are you? Where am I going? Oh my God. You know, you guys out there in chat you guys need some help, okay? You guys need some help. That could have been Artemis right there. You guys, don't you have any sympathy or empathy for Artemis? That could have been Artemis. That totally could have been Artemis. Oh my God, dude. Ben says, feel bad yet? I feel absolutely terrible. Let me out of here. This planet sucks.
Weather update. Storm clearing.
Yeah, as my starship lands on my face again. Yeah, more souls for the collection. Mwahahaha. You guys out there in chat need some help. Seriously. Anybody that thinks that was cool needs some help. Where's this stupid... Where's the portal? All right, there it is. Yeah, Morris, I didn't know there was someone that evil at Hello Games. I didn't know that. Didn't know it. So Deborah says, I've done it 3 times and we'll be doing it a 4th pretty soon. So Doc Intel says, I set Artemis free and I still feel bad. I couldn't do it, man. I couldn't do it. I couldn't set Artemis free. I put him in the simulation and said, here, Artemis, live out the rest of your life in your own little solar system. Enjoy yourself. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I could not bring myself to do it. I can't just set Artemis free and vent him into space like a case of bad gas. I just couldn't do it. Because think about it. That's what you're doing. When you set Artemis free and you open the soul thing to let him out, basically you're venting Artemis in space like a case of bad gas. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. So Bud says, I'm pleasantly amused by this. Bud, I am disturbed, man. I have never before seen this in No Man's Sky. I can't believe we just did that. I can't believe it. Yeah, William says, right. Nice thing is that all living ships are always S-class. Perfect. So the only thing we're really concerned with are the supercharged slots. Will you land the ship, please? I want to leave this place. This place sucks. Land the ship, please. Thank you. Yeah, they won't let me land. I'm mashing the X button here. Hold on. This usually happens if there's another player base nearby, which there is. Okay, where's that player base? Because we can land there. There we go. Yeah, I just don't want to have to walk 20 miles to get to the freaking portal. Yeah, it always happens whenever there's a player base near the portal. You can't, or near a point of interest. Let's go. But I hope you guys are all doing well. If you haven't done so, please hit that like button. Helps out the channel a ton. I am going to get some serious mental health counseling after this live stream. That was messed up. That was messed up, man. I can't believe we did that to those 3 travelers. So Deborah says, I think the simulation is better. She gets to continue exploring in a decent galaxy. That is true. So Deborah, do you think Artemis is a she? Then again, I don't know. I don't judge. So Ozzy says, so you're unhappy with the soul stuff, but okay with brain surgery on Sentinels each week. Yes. That's just because the Sentinels suck. That's because the Sentinels absolutely freaking suck, man. I hate the Sentinels. They suck. Okay, so we have to await contact. How long do we have to wait? So Deborah says, I know Artemis is a she. I don't judge. I don't judge.
Station falling.
All right, well, that's interesting. There's another player base here. Hold on. That's weird. Yeah, some idiot dropped a player base right here. Hold on. That's okay. What? Okay, that's a bug. That's a bug. For whatever reason, my base appears twice. That's my base. Don't even ask me what that is, man. Let's save. Let's save and give it a sec. Let's reload restore point. Save and reload restore point. Oh my God. That was disturbing. You guys just don't know that was disturbing. Oh my God. You could clearly see those travelers were panicking. They were panicking. And what did we do? We just completely yoinked these guys from their graves. How rude. As Jar Jar Binks would say, how rude. Traveler, forgive our invasion of your personal interface. We are dying. Our body is old, fading, our minds unraveling. We must be renewed. We must be restored. It is the way it has always been. Refresh us, refresh us. Rebirth what you've made. Oh, okay, good. We can hatch the egg now. Okay, let's go get our first ship. Anybody for a void egg omelet? Okay, locate the fallen host. Yeah, Casey Bellis. Apparently we're grave robbers now. Yeah, that was... I am serious. When I say that was disturbing, that was disturbing. You guys don't know. You guys just don't know. Oh, a dead planet. Oh, how convenient. It's a dead planet. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to grab this living ship, then we'll go get another void egg, and we'll crack that one, but we have to go to a completely different system and a different set of coordinates to get an all-white living ship. It's either all-white or all-gray, but it's got a 3+1 supercharged slot configuration on it. So that's what we're going to do today. And I hope everybody out there is doing well. Excuse me. If you guys haven't done so, please hit that like button. Helps out the channel a ton. Oh, that's not bad. It's got a mohawk. That ship's not bad. That's not a bad looking ship. That looks pretty cool. That's not bad. It's got a mohawk. It's pretty cool. I like it. It's all right. Nice color. It's got like a lime green. Not lime green. It's got a lima bean green on it. Green with some chrome. That's not a bad ship. Not bad. Okay, let's grab this thing. We'll crack another egg and we'll go to the other one. Yeah, it's got no arms. Not bad. Let's get a good look at this one. And because we're on a dead planet, there's no filter. So that's not bad. Yeah, no arms, but it's okay. That's pretty cool. So Doc Intel says it's actually one of the better looking ships. Looks okay to me. Looks okay to me. All right. So Deborah says, how many jets is in the back? Let's go get that. Let's take a look. I bet you this one is a triple thruster. Yep, triple thruster. This is a triple thruster. Okay. Very nice. Yeah, Ozzy says monobrow. It does. It's got an Elvis forehead. It's got a mohawk. It's an Elvis. as William Dupree would said, it's an Elvis. It's not bad. Okay, let's get our free stuff. Let's get the free stuff. I guess we can refine that. Excuse me. What do we get? Ammo, condensed carbon. I will take that because I freaking hate condensed carbon. Nothing found. Nothing found. What? Okay, distress beacon. Okay, search for life. Yay, we got a blueprint. Conflict scanner. Pretty sure I had that one, but I'll take it anyway. Okay. Do I not have a Yeah, I thought I had a conflict scanner on that ship. Okay, let's refine that. Give me them nanites. Get rid of the rusty metal because it's rusty metal. Ship. Okay, let's do it. The starship, the creature, the shell, lies next to me. Lights pulsing across its surface, but it is still quiet. Begin biogenesis. The heart begins to beat, weak but undeniable. So Deborah says, like my first, but mine was much darker. Hammerhead, 3 jets, no arms. Interesting. Hardened shell. Okay. Singularity core. Okay, awaken the host. Hey, wake up. Somebody sound the alarm clock. It's done. It is alive. It's alive. It's alive. We call that Frankenstein, by the way. That's Frankenstein. Okay, there we go. So what do we got? Wrong ship, buddy. Ooh. That's not bad. That's not bad. That is not bad at all. Right, those are all the texts. Those are all the texts. But that ain't bad. That ain't bad. Technically 3 + 1. Not bad. Not bad for my first living ship. Yes, please. We want this ship. Compare and claim. Thank you. Not bad at all. That was pretty cool. That was fun. That was a fun quest. I like that. So this is spewing vents. Okay, so this, let's move that. Supercharge that. That's the brain. Where's the skin? Scream suppressor. Okay, scream suppressor. Okay, makes sense to me. Pulsating heart, neural assembly, singularity cortex. All right. Charge equipment with chromatic metal, processed meat, or living slime. Processed meat. So apparently our living ship likes spam. That's funny. That's funny. All right. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay. Yeah, it's like the phase beam. Exactly. Okay, let's go. Hey, we just got a massive donation.
I just wanted to pop in and say, your video on earning nanites was game-changing. Thank you so much.
Hey, Uciel Arcade, hey, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for that massive donation. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And thank you for watching the video. Everyone, let's get some 07s out there in chat, and proper hand salutes to Uciel Arcade, who just beat the game. Thank you so much for your donation. Thanks for your generosity and thanks for your support. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, Ozzy Bob, lovely spam. Okay, let's go. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Nice. Not bad at all, man. I like this. All right. Let's get to the space station. Get to the space station. Get to the chopper. All right, we got our first living ship, so we can go hunt for another one. Now, here's the deal. The second living ship has the same, almost the same supercharged slot configuration as this one. It's a 3+1, but it's all white. It's all white or gray. It's one of those two colors, but it's a pretty cool looking ship. Single thruster. It's a single thruster. So what we're going to do is let's go to the space station. Let's go to the space station. Let's check out the multi-tool. We should probably pick up some tritium while we're here. Let's go to the asteroid belt. I am curious. What do we need to recharge? Pulsating heart, neural assembly, singularity cortex. Okay, chromatic metal, processed meat, or living slime. That is hilarious. For the brain, oxygen, okay. Condensed carbon and pulsating heart, silver, carbon, or viscous fluid, okay. Yeah, we should get some anomaly detectors while we're here, too. This is the one time we'll ever get an anomaly detector or ever need one, I swear. Since we're here. Yeah, we only need one anomaly detector, then we can mass produce the rest. Excuse me, that cough is back. My goodness. I saw a doctor about that cough. You know what he told me? Stop mass producing. Yeah, just taking a second to get some supplies before we go. Yeah, that's what the doctor told me. Yeah, stop mass producing. The cough will go away. The one time where you need to get, we're trying to get an anomaly detector. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get an anomaly detector. The one time when you need one, you can't get one, because usually you can get an anomaly detector relatively quickly. You can get them relatively quickly. Not today. Oh, I need to get an anomaly detector. We'll be here for the next 15 minutes. But I hope you guys are all doing well. If you guys haven't done so, please do me a huge favor. Hit that like button. Helps out the channel a ton. For anyone who's just joining us, we're hunting for an anomaly detector. We're getting a lot of hyperclusters, that's for sure. And gold nuggets. There we go. We just got one. We just got one. Thank you. All right, we just got an anomaly detector. Okay, let's get to the space station. Okay, that was fun. There we go. Perfect. That's not a bad looking ship. I like that one. Yeah, exactly. The more you do, the stronger you'll build up your immune system. Okay, so is that how it works? Oh. Oh. That's a drop pod. Oh no, what is this? That is not... Okay, that's an upgrade. Exactly. Okay. Wasn't expecting it, so we got to be careful when we shoot this. Oh, God. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. We shot the station. Let me in. Let me in. Let me in. I knew it. We shot the station. Dang it. Oh my God, that was funny. I knew it. I knew that was going to happen. Okay. Nice. We can totally upgrade this because we got the nanites, so let's evolve it. That's not how you evolve it. Put that back. X. And let's see. Plus 20 damage. Okay, make it an A class. Or S class. There we go. Perfect. I love it. Love it. Okay. I learned something new today. I learned something new today. Nice. Got our first upgrade. Perfect. Hey, that's a good... I love those. Look at those particle effects, man. Look at those particle effects. That is pretty cool. I like that. Very nice. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to go find another living ship. But before we do that, let's, we're in Euclid. How many ships do I have on me total? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is ship number 9. Okay. What we don't have is the void egg. Or not the void egg? Yeah, we don't have the egg. We got to go get an egg. So let's go back to... let's go back to the freighter. You know what? Let's call the freighter up here. Let's call it back here. Because we got to be in Euclid anyway. We have to be in Euclid anyway, so... let's call up the freighter if it's... I don't think it's here. I'm pretty sure the freighter was in a different system. Alright, let's get the freighter out here. Nice. Okay, let's move. Oh, we got to take some stuff out of the inventory. We need this. Hold on. How many ships? Okay, that's a B class. That's an A class. That's my daily driver. That's the daily driver. This one's going to be the daily driver at some point. That's an A class, 3+1. Yeah, let's archive a couple of these ships, shall we? Okay, manage squadrons, archive. The Batwing. A Batwing? Okay. So, we want to... we got to keep that one. This one should be empty, so let's archive this. Archive that one. And Radiant Pillar has something in its inventory. That's got inventory. What ship is this? This must be, that's got to be the one that I just found. Huh. Because I'm pretty sure I found an A class of this exact ship. We need to check that out. If that's the case, I can scrap that one. Okay, we're good. All right. So next order of business is we got to go back to our portal world. Kyler Kent, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. How are you? I missed the Super Bowl. I was asleep. Super Bowl aired at different hours because I'm overseas, right? So I completely missed it. But as I understand it, the Patriots got a mud hole stomped in them, and I look forward to watching it. I'm going to watch the highlights. Okay, I think we got a freighter. Yep, one of our frigates has come back, so let's debrief it. There he is. Hi there. Let's debrief. What do we get? We got a whole bunch of money. Give me that money. Okay, what we need to do is go back. First of all, let's scan all the planets since we're here. Might as well. Okay, let's go back to the portal base, and what we're going to do is go to the planet. First of all, before we do, let's get another void egg. Let's go grab another void egg. There we go. We're gonna hunt for one more. We'll hunt for one more. So let's grab let's take at least one void egg with us. We can always come back for more. All right, next stop, portal base. So Deborah says, that is strange, but it'll probably state whale song for odd man, as you are the only one that I know of. It states megafauna. Buckle up. And buckle up, and he doesn't want to bypass the call. Oh, I see what you're saying. You're talking about the living frigates or living frigates. Okay, yeah, we'll be hunting for those soon too. Okay, so we got to go back to the portal base. Current system. Yeah, Morris. Patriots got stomped. They got completely smoked. Yeah. That is funny. That's funny. Hold on. We're going back to the... Don't even ask me why this is a thing. Don't ask me why this is a thing. Yeah. Don't ask me where... Bro, Ozzy Bob, I got nothing. For whatever reason, I think it's because I'm using a cross save. This save was originally built or developed on PC. And because I'm on Xbox today and this is cross save, for whatever reason, my base is there twice. Don't even ask, man. Don't even ask me. I got no answers. Okay, let's go to another portal here in Euclid, shall we? Let's go to another portal. Before we do, let's grab our daily driver starship, head out into space, and I think we can restart the mission. Since we got an egg on us. Or do we have egg on our face? Yeah, I am pretty sure. Yep. We need to scrap this ship. Yeah, this is a C-class. So you guys check this out. Check out this ship. This is the Sentinel ship that we found at the end of last week's live stream. This is a gorgeous Sentinel ship. This is a gorgeous Sentinel ship. I found an A-class. 2+1 and 1. Or 2+2, I think it is. It could be a 2+2. But I found an A-class of this ship. I know where to find an entire planet of these. So we're going to scrap this one. Let's take this one over to the space station and scrap this ship. Just so that everyone know, all of the Sentinel ships in the system where I found this ship, all C classes and B classes have very ugly, very ugly. They have very bad convergence on the supercharge. Yeah, good looking ship, bad supercharge slots, exactly. Supercharge slots were terrible. So we're going to scrap this one because I did find an A class. Red Man, what's up, brother? How's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. How are you today, man? Yeah, we're scrapping this one to keep my ship numbers down because I got an A-class of one of those already, so we can just swipe this one and get rid of it. What's in Starship? Nothing important. Okay. We'll take that. Okay, we want to begin salvage. I'll take that 20 mil, thank you very much. Alright, there you go. Done. Alright, let's swap ships. Perfect. Alright, where's my daily driver? There it is. Okay, so we want to sell. Never sell the void egg, mind you.
Units received.
Okay, compressed indium scrap.
Units received.
Okay, Starship AI valves.
Units received.
And spool of nano cables.
Units received.
And subatomic regulators.
Units received.
Perfect. Yeah, trying to keep my Starship numbers low because there's a lot of cool looking Sentinel ships out there. Just out of curiosity, what do we got? Boo. Nope. That is a whole lot of... Oh, I visited this one already? Oh, okay, never mind. Hold on. Are we still set? We should be set for standard. Hold on. Yeah, we are. Okay. Never mind. I've already got that one. Okay. We're ready. All right, here we go. Where's my ship? All right, let's do this. Let's make sure we are in Euclid. Yes, we are. All right, next order of business is... Where's that stupid egg? There it is. Oh, you know what? We forgot to sell those. That's fine.
Hostile scan detected.
Oh, seriously? Hostile scan? Uh-oh. Here we go. Come on, bring it. Here we go. Let's do this.
Warning. Threat detected.
They're here for the cake.
Ships approaching.
They're here for the cake. Here we go. These dudes are about to get wrecked. These dudes are going to get wrecked. I will say that the Geks on this ship are terrible shots. Okay, where are the pirates? Let's murk these guys out. All this over cake, man. They want cake, okay? We all want cake, but do we have to steal it? Don't answer that question. Oh, there we go. Use the phase beam to regenerate your shields. Man, that dude's flying the crap out of that thing. Did someone say cake? Yes, they did. As he crashes into my ship. All right, where's your buddy at? Yeah, wasn't expecting to get into a fist fight out here, but okay.
Hostile ships defeated.
Got it. Okay, now before we were so rudely interrupted. Yeah, they were here for cake. They got a knuckle sandwich instead. I'll see. Okay. All right, I hope you guys are all doing well. Thanks for joining us. If you haven't done so, please hit that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. Hold on. What was that? So William says, just pulse. So William, we can pulse in a regular ship, right? It doesn't have to be a living ship, correct? All right, let's pulse. All right, here we go. Let's do this. So is that what that was? Yeah, I didn't see it. I heard it. Cosmic Cody, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. I actually heard it, but I didn't see it. Okay, here's what we can do. Let's reload. Reload the restore point. Yeah, I heard it, but I didn't see it. Very strange. Okay. Let's try it again. And I hope you guys are all doing well. What we're going to do now is go to the planet. We're going to go to the planet where Hero to You found the all-white living ship. Single thruster, but it's got a 3+1 supercharged slot configuration on it. So that's what we're on a hunt for right now. Oh, we got to scrap this thing again? Oh, okay, hold on. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, look at the comms. That's what I did, but I didn't see anything. It was weird, man. It was really weird. We'll try it again. We will try it again. Okay, begin salvage. We're scrapping this ship because it's a crap C-class, so yeah. Okay, we want to sell, recycle circuitry, compressed indium scrap, Starship AI valves, subatomic regulators, spool and nano cables. All right. Let's get the daily driver back out here. There we go. Excuse me. The multi-tools change. What do we got here? A B class. It's a B class this time. What about this one? That's got to be a C class. Yep. So Redman says, your like button cowers when I join the live. That like button better be scared. It better be scared. Okay, we swap ships. We got to make a restore point. Oh, we got to sell the upgrades. We got to sell the upgrades. Let's get them upgrades out of here. Hey, let's get them things out of here. Not the multi-tool. Not the multi-tool. Let me out. Let me out. Thank you. There we go. That's better. We got to sell the C-class upgrades because they're garbage. Sell. Okay. Now let's make a restore point. Okay, new restore point. Great. Let's go. We are ready. Finally, we're ready. Let's go. Finally. Thank you guys for stopping by. We are on the hunt for living ships. So after we pick up this second living ship, what I think we're going to do is shift focus back to hunting for ugly Sentinel ships, which was a lot of fun last time. All right, so let's pulse. Let's make sure we got the egg where it's supposed to be. Yep. Oh, hold on. Get that stuff out of my inventory. Okay, we are ready. Let's go. Let's do this. And we're pulsing. We're driving up the bit rate. Yeah, nothing in comms yet. Yeah, there's the entire solar system right there. Let's pulse drive back that way. Let's pulse drive back. That's funny. We'll be leaving the star system. Grim Slayer, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. How are you today? Oh, is that you like the jetpack? Thanks. That's that was a milestone reward from the Singularity expedition. Or no, Aquarius, from the Aquarius expedition. It was from Aquarius. As we smash right into the station. Well, Cosmic Cody says, am I weird because I sort my inventory to the bottom of my bag? So that the top is open for the new items? No, that's not weird at all. I think that's actually a pretty cool way to sort. Me, because I'm from the Western Hemisphere originally, yeah, the Western Hemisphere originally, I'm used to going from top to bottom. So that's why I sort the way I do. What's this expedition? Fleet arrival. Hold on. Oh, that was something about the freighter. Let's try to pulse again. Afterwards, we'll grab the living ship and try it with the living ship. Yeah, because we got the egg, so... Yep. Yeah, we're pulsing to try to trigger another living ship, not a quest, but another living ship event. There we go. Hi there. It should not be. I should not be. Another egg? Another void? May we hatch another? Yes, we can. So we can hatch the egg. We can technically hatch the egg here, but we have to go to a... we got to go to another system. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on. Let me double check one thing before we continue. Yeah, Deborah, that's what I thought. We got to hatch the egg here, and then we need to take a portal to go to a completely different system where we can relaunch the mission. Okay, there we go. Oh, hold it. Where's my OBS? There we go. All right, hatch. Okay, let's go back to the portal base. That'll be fun. Let's go back to the portal base. You know what? I keep forgetting we don't have to do that. Freighter! We got a freighter right here. Let's go to the freighter. I always forget that I have a freighter with a freaking teleporter on it. I always do that. So Doc Intel says, I know nothing about the second egg. All right, let's go. Yeah, I always forget that I got a freighter with a freaking teleporter on it. Okay. We have to be in Euclid for this one. So... let's see. Bases. Here we go. Portal Base 2. S-Class Multi-Tool. Eisentam. Yeah, unfortunately, I've got no pictures, so I don't know where anything is. Which sucks. All right, back to Portal Base then. Back to the Portal Base. So hopefully you guys are all doing well. If you guys haven't done so, please do me a huge favor. Hit that like button for me. It helps out the channel a ton. So Beard asks, what do I think about the safety vest emoji? The vest emoji. Here's what I think. I think it could be one of two things. I think that it's a play on words, because we've seen Hello Games do that. Sean Murray likes to, they like to do play on, well, he likes to play with words, you know, so whenever I see vest, I'm thinking vets. I'm thinking vets. And because we're talking about a vest, so I'm thinking it's going to be a Corvette-based update. Or because it's a safety vest, which is usually seen around construction sites, I think it could be a reference to the construct on the Space Anomaly. So that being said, we could be seeing some kind of a part 4 to the ARG. This could be the part of the update or the part of the story in No Man's Sky where we actually visit the realm of glass. I think it has to do something to do with the autophage and the construct on the anomaly. That's what I think it's going to be. So Doc Intel says I can't place a portal on my vet. There's a way to do it, but it requires some glitching. It does require some glitching. But apparently there is a way to do it. Okay, here we go. Alright, so, yep. Hero to you. Listen, hey, as long as I don't have to steal any more souls from a grave, I'm happy. I'll be fine. I'll be perfectly fine with that. That was traumatizing. You guys don't know. That was traumatizing. I'm still disturbed over that one. Very disturbed over that. What's that? You have all your Corvettes? I don't have any Corvettes on this save yet, but I got some on my other save. Activate the portal. Okay, so we need to go to the face. Face. Bird. Black hole. YMCA. Sunrise, sunrise. TP. Cockroach. The eclipse. Hexagon. Dino. Sunrise. All right. Here we go. Let's do it. Yeah, the whole Void Egg and the Living Ship quest was fun. That was a lot of fun, man. That was definitely a lot of fun. Let's make a restore point before we go. Just in case something happens. And we'll make another restore point once we get on the other side of this thing. Because we'll more than likely have to reload the restore point once we get there. Ozzy Bob, we do. We do get some kind of a soul capture thingy. But that's specifically used for the Artemis storage quest. I don't think we use it for any other at any other point. Beyond for the first living ship quest. Okay, yep, well, this is the right planet. It's a toxic planet. Perfect. Alright, let's make a... You don't have to make another restore point here, since once we land the ship, we'll make a third one. Alright. So, what are the coordinates? And what planet is it? Okay, this is the wrong planet, so we got to go to... I can't pronounce that name.
Toxic
It's
protection.
it's a parched
Fully.
planet, so we got to go to a parched planet. But there should be some comm stations, or comm balls, I should say, on that planet. So let's see if we can find it. The space station is that way. I don't think I'll find it Discoveries because I haven't been here before. So hold on. Let's take a look. Discoveries. That's our planet. Yep, there we go. In the direction of the space station. So Deborah says, since when can you own a space station? Never, as far as I know. That hasn't been added to the game. Now, I think we're all hopeful that at some point we'll be able to own space stations, but you can't. As far as I know, you can't own space stations unless they change something. Yeah, there's no mechanic in the game that allows us to own space stations. So you own a space station? Really? Now, how did you manage to do that? This will be interesting. How did you manage to do that? Oh, so what are you doing? Some kind of an exploit? Because there's no legit way to own a space station in No Man's Sky. That game mechanic doesn't exist legit. Okay, yeah, exactly. You got to do some kind of an exploit, right? Yeah, if you're playing legit, then yeah, there's no way to get a space station. Okay, so there's a save beacon. Oh, what's that? You can tell on Discord? Yeah, I'm not on Discord. I don't use Discord. Okay, we are... You know what? Let's go to this save beacon. This is probably where we need to go anyway. Hold on. Let's go first person. We'll go first person when we get there. Yeah, Doc Intel, players normally can't own space stations in No Man's Sky. That game mechanic doesn't exist. That game mechanic doesn't exist. So yeah, anyone that says they own a space station is probably doing some kind of an exploit. Okay, let's go first person. That's our spot. That's our location. That's where we need to go. And somebody's got to play our base here. Yep, that's what we want. That's it. We won't land on the pad. Let's land... Okay, you know what? We got to land on the pad. Dang it, son of a blankety blank. This is our location right here. So what we're going to have to do is relaunch the mission. I swear. Who put a base here? Yeah, the ship that we're supposed to use just flew off. The ship just flew off. So, son of a blankety blank. I hate it when that happens. Yeah, the ship just flew off. I don't think it's going to work because there has to be a ship there, as far as I know. Now, that being said, the ship will technically come back. So we're going to have to restore. Let's land the ship. We'll need to remove the player base. All right, here we go. We're probably going to need to remove this player base. Let's see what happens if we restore. If we reload the restore point. Because that tends to happen whenever someone drops a base near a crashed ship, the ship will actually fly off. But the ship is more likely to fly off if someone places a landing pad in the area. Okay, so let's reload and see what happens. But yeah, you need to claim it fast. But since we're not claiming that crashed and abandoned ship, because that's not what we want, we have to relaunch the mission. So my concern is that if we relaunch the mission, guess what? The living ship will fly off too. So we need to remove this player base. So what's that? You took a lot of pictures? Okay. So Björk, just to let you know, we don't do those kind of exploits here. Yeah, I think the extent of any kind of glitch that we do here is probably maybe some glitch building or maybe some item duplication. But as far as owning a space station, that's beyond what we do here. All right, the ship is there. Let's get rid of the player base. All right. So that removes the player base. Yeah, you can play your game however you want, but as far as here, we don't do that sort of an exploit. Okay, yeah, exactly. Cosmic Cody, not even a cough can cover that one up. All right, well, the ship is gone. And that's because the pilot flew away with the ship. That does tend to happen. So I'm kind of scared. I don't want to create a restore point. Let's reload. Let's reload the restore point. Let's reload. Let me turn the freaking lights on in here, man. It's dark. Give me a sec. There we go. That's better. Yeah, that happens whenever a player drops a base near a crashed or abandoned ship. And they put a landing pad there. If there's no landing pad, then the ship typically won't fly off. But let's reload the restore point and see what happens.
Inventory full.
All right. Yeah, the ship is there. Okay. So, yeah, it wipes everything. Okay, so Morris says, is it possible for modders to kick me out of a mission? GTA on console, I got kicked out of playing Clucking Bell. Morris, what platform do you play on? If you're on PlayStation 4, then yes, because the PlayStation 4 has been jailbroken, and people are able to get mod menus running on the PlayStation 4. Doc Intel, yes, I do live in Japan. That is correct. Okay, let's try this. Let's see what happens if we reload the autosave, just out of curiosity. That should technically bring it back. I don't want to make a manual restore point. Let's test the autosave and see what happens. Because we have to remove that player base. Otherwise, that pilot is going to simply grab the ship and fly off with it, which is not what we want. And hopefully everybody out there is doing well. Thank you guys so much for joining us. If you haven't done so, please do me a huge favor. Hit that like button. Helps out the channel a ton.
Inventory full.
All right, what do we got? Okay, so the ship is actually there. So it's good. Let's make a new restore point. Because we have to do this anyway. Hey, Streamlabs, how are you number 3? How is Streamlabs number 3? Streamlabs be cheating, bro. So, again, we don't want this crashed and abandoned ship. What we want to do is go to log and restart. Restart mission using nearby structure. Give it a sec. Okay, so our marker spawns far away. So what we want to do at this point is reload the manual restore point. Hey! Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new sub. Who do we have out there? So, Java X3000, welcome to the Oddworks. Everybody, let's get some 07s out there in chat right now. Proud hand salute to Java X3000. Welcome to the Oddworks. Thank you for your subscription. Welcome aboard. We're reloading the restore point. So you have to reload the restore point to get the actual ship that you want. So Morris says, happened twice. I screen recorded it and sent the ticket to Rockstar support. Yeah, so Morris, are you on PlayStation?
Inventory full.
Are you on PlayStation? If you're on PlayStation 4, then yeah, it can happen. Okay, let's try it again. The log. Restart. So we may have to do this a couple of times. There it is. So Morris, you're on Xbox. Then yeah, if you're on Xbox One X or One S, yes. That's because there are mod menus for those two respective platforms. There it is, people. Very nice. Look at that. There it is. This is a single thruster, which is perfectly fine. That's a good looking ship. So you're on the Xbox One S, then yeah. Then that's an old gen system. Yeah, there are mod menus for old gen. Cool. There's our ship. Okay, so the first thing we want to do, let's grab the ship before it just freaking flies off somewhere. Let's grab the ship. Okay, what do you got? We are replicated. This is new behavior. Reproduction possible. Greater synthesis possible. Confirm it. Traveler. 10,000 nanites. That's a drop in the bucket. Yes. It's done. It is alive. Yay. So, William, no, this is a 3+1. This one is a 3+1. This is a 3 plus 1.5. It's a 3 plus 1.5. It's almost a 4 supercharged slot. It's almost 4. So, yes and no. Yes. Kind of, maybe, yes. I guess it's 4 supercharged slots connected. It's close enough. I'll take it. Compare. Give me the ship. All right, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. All right, let's get the free stuff. It's 4 supercharged slots ish. Ish. Not quite, but ish. Okay, cool. That's an awesome ship. I love it. We can refine that. So Doc Intel says my platform is a framework 16. Okay. Sounds like a PC. All right, get your free stuff. I guess we can start collecting viscous fluid now. That is gross. Ugh. You know, we'll just put that in ship. We'll put that in the ship. Always get your buried technology. Okay, hold up. There's one more thing we got to get. Let's see if we can get some cool stuff out of here. Nice. Okay, access databanks. Functional technology.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
So we got the blueprint for a geology cannon. A storm? Get me out of here. Okay. Nice. The geology cannon will get you murked out if you use it, so just don't. It looks like the Korvax are pissed off at us. We got to go in, and we got to improve our standing with the Korvax. So let's take our new ship. Yeah, William, we're going to start collecting the living slime. That is disgusting. Let's go. Before we do, let's relocate the spewing vents. We can put this here. Put the eye there. Scream suppressor. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, maneuverability is pretty slow, but we need to upgrade it. What we can do, since we're here, where's the space station? Let's pulse drive toward the station, and maybe we'll get lucky. Hey, Guitar Guy 80, what's up, brother? How's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. How are you today? It's good to see you, everybody. Guitar Guy 80 is a fellow content creator. He's part of the Odd Fam. If you guys haven't done so, please go to his channel, check him out, show that man some love. You know how we do it here. It's good to see you, man. Thanks for joining us, and thank you for typing that. Let me pin that right now. Pin. Let's try that again. There we go. Another one? What do you want? It should not be. It should not be. Another egg? What? Yeah, I don't have an egg on me. I don't have an egg. Would you get out of here? Yeah, I don't have an egg on me, pal. Well, that's next time. I don't have an egg on me. We do have an anomaly detector. Yeah, which I'm trying to see what... trying to see if there are any upgrades in this system. Each star system should have upgrades for living ships, so that's why we're kind of pulse driving around. Lily the Purple, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. How are you today? What is my speculation for the vest? I think, here's what I think. I think the vest could be one of two things. I think the vest, because we're talking about a safety vest used at construction sites, I think... I just saw it too. I just saw it. I think the vest is a reference to the construct over at the Space Anomaly. So I think we could be looking at a part 4 for the ARG. Basically the autophage story quest. That's what I think it is. Or it could be Sean Murray doing some kind of a play on words. I think Sean Murray's having a play on words, which is something that he likes to do. So that being said, it's a vest. So it could be a reference to vets, i.e. Corvettes. So Javix3000 says, I can give you one. That's, no, thanks, but no. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thanks, but no thanks. I have plenty of void eggs. I have plenty of them. But I do appreciate that. Thank you. But yeah, I think, to answer your question, I think it's the ARG Part 4. That's what I think it is. And I think it's going to be a pretty big update. Before I went live today, Sean Murray just tweeted out tweeted out 3 vests. So I think by this time tomorrow, we're going to see probably the cowboy. I think we're going to see the cowboy. And after cowboy, if it's the Gib, you know it's going to be a big one. Because we never get the Gib unless it's a really big update. But something's telling me we're getting the Gib this time. Hey, Cottrell, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Okay, so we are... Technically, we're done. I just wanted to see if I could find a random upgrade in this star system. Although, you know what we could do? Let's go find an asteroid field. Let's pulse drive back toward the station. Let's find an asteroid field. And let's get some supplies on this ship, tritium, etc. Oh. Man, what does this guy want? Okay, examine cargo. So what do you want? What can we sell him? He doesn't really have anything. Residual goop is kind of expensive, but I guess we'll buy that. So what can we sell him? We need that for the living ship anyway. Anything I got to sell? Alright, we'll sell rusty metal. There we go. Alright, leave me alone. Get out of here. Interrupted my pulse drive. What's wrong with that guy? Let's land on the station and make a restore point. Oh, before we do that, there we go. I was looking for an asteroid field, and I found one. There we go. Yeah, let's grab some tritium. Some tritium, gold, silver, all the usual stuff. So yeah, I do. That's what I think we're getting. I think it's going to be part 4 of the ARG. Or, like I said, Sean Murray is doing another play on words. Or it's another play on words. Yeah. Safety vest, vets. That's what I think it is. Just like he did with the Origins update. He tweeted in orange. Orange for Origins. Okay. Makes perfect sense. Yeah, so William says living ships do have nice cannons for sure. Yes. I also like the particle effects that you get when you land. They're pretty cool. It's a good cannon, especially when it's supercharged. So, yes. So yeah, we're taking a second to gather some resources. So Lilith the Purple says, been waiting for part 4 since the Stellar Multitudes dropped. The Void Mother thanked us at the end of that. It's been, been hanging the meter. Yeah, it's been quiet. It's been quiet. Here's the deal, and I think one of the reasons why we haven't seen a Part 4 to the ARG yet is because Part 4 is pretty much endgame. I think it's endgame for No Man's Sky. And when I say endgame, that's pretty much the end of the just that particular story arc. That doesn't mean that's the end of No Man's Sky. It just means that Hello Games is done with that part of the story arc. So I think Hello Games is waiting. Deborah says, right, Aussie, eggs for tech and sacks for slots. That's right. That's absolutely right. That's right. Sacks for slots. Yes. Overheated. Do we get anything good? We got another? Yes. That'll work. Okay, perfect. We got some good stuff. As we crash into a ginormous freaking asteroid. Okay, now we go to the space station and make a restore point. I'm super stoked about this one. I got 2 cool living ships, man. That is awesome. Although I'm still highly disturbed as to what happened earlier today when we had to rob those graves. Man, I'm messed up over that one. I don't care what you guys say. That is messed up. That is absolutely messed up. I'm traumatized by that one. I'm legit traumatized, man. That is messed up. Okay, let's land the ship. Yeah, we might have to go beat up on some Sentinels to redeem ourselves. We might have to beat up on Sentinels. Yeah, and yeah, William, bro, I'm messed up on that one. I got to get some counseling, man. I got to get me some counseling. All right, so check out this cool living ship, man. Look at those particle effects. That is awesome. I love that. Okay, so this one is... This is actually the living ship for this system. That's nice. That's a good-looking living ship right there. I like that one. Yeah, Ozzy says, it's okay. They've been put to work on the ship. Yeah, Deborah, the living frigates will be next live stream. We'll do the living frigates for next live stream. Okay, nice. Not sure if we checked out the multi-tools, on this station. Let's take a look. C-class, nope. Might as well check out the multi-tools. A-class, okay. Not too bad. Let's get an exosuit slot. Yes, please. All right. Perfect. Let's move the goop to the ship because we don't need to carry that on us. Yeah, let's get that out of here. Get rid of this. All right, we can refine that.
Technology recharged.
All right, perfect. Trying to clear up some inventory space. Okay. Yeah, that's a mean-looking ship right there. I like that. Very nice. All right. Okay, so what we're going to do is shift focus. Let's go. Since we're here in Euclid. I do want to try one more thing before we switch shift focus. I want to try one more thing. Yeah, right. William says each system has a different living ship. Yeah, this is the living ship for this system. That's a good-looking ship. Guitar Guy 80 says, found an alien multi-tool. So, yeah, it's always worth it. Alien multi-tools, yes. Now, even the C-classes can be pretty good once they're upgraded. So Ozzy Bob says, got lucky one time, went to get a crash living ship and got an exotic. Are you serious? That is lucky. So, right, several different styles of living ships per system. Okay. Yeah, we're pulsing to see if I can get some upgrades. That's all. We're pulsing for upgrades. Now, as I understand it, there's a system where you can get 2 upgrades per system. Yeah, we'll be pulsing for a month of Sundays. Anything? Nope. There is an asteroid field out here. Alright, so what we're going to do is... let's call up the frigate. Let's head back to the El Cupolos galaxy. There we go. That was a lot of fun, man. That was a lot of fun. That quest was definitely a lot of fun. For the living ship. Now I got 2 awesome looking living ships. Love it. Although, give me that upgrade. Give me that upgrade. Give me that upgrade right now, buddy. Oh no, give me that upgrade. Give me that upgrade. We'll take that. Let me just yoink this. Let's yoink this one from here. We'll yoink that one. we'll yoink that upgrade. Right, you only get 1 living frigate per system. We'll just yoink that upgrade. Yeah, this living ship might become my new daily driver. We might swap out for this one. Okay, let's plug that in. There we go. Perfect. So next thing we got to do is hunt for upgrades, which is going to be fun. But we'll do that on a different stream. What we can do today... let's get the other daily driver out here. First, let's go back to the El Cupolos galaxy. Let's go back to El Cupolos. Where is my teleporter? What the crap, dude? Totally going the wrong way. And I hope you guys are all doing well. Thanks for sticking with us. We found 2 awesome living ships today. We want to go to the teleporter. Where's it at? Oh, hold on a second. I think this ship got damaged. Hold on a sec. Okay, debrief commander. Yeah, because it's red. I think this one had some damage. Yeah, I'm just checking the actual log here because I saw something in the lower right-hand corner of the screen stating that this frigate was in combat. So I want to see if it got damaged. Because that can happen. Your frigates can get damaged. So we picked up some semiconductors. Nice. Okay, so it says there, log entry 3375, emergency hyperdrive shutdown initiated during warp charge sequence. Space-time rupture detected. Okay. Interesting. Encountered pirate fleet. Destroyed 74 enemy vessels. Are you serious? Man, these guys were rocking and rolling out there. got a whole bunch of money. These guys were rocking and rolling out there. Holy cow, dude. That's awesome. Okay. We'll send them out again. I'll take care of that later. Okay, what we want to do now is go back to El Cupolos. Bases. Yep. B class. No, that's the B class heavy. Hold on. Dorsal ventral pincers. Yep, there we go. This is where we want to go. That's where we want to go. I can't hear anything. What the crap? Where's my audio? Or maybe it's just my ears. So hopefully you guys are all doing well. Thanks for joining us today. So William says, each of my saves have 3 living ships. A shovel head, anvil head, and a hammer head. Nice. Okay, and somebody doesn't know how to park a living ship. That is hilarious. Okay, what we need to do is let's head to space. And call up the frigate. And we'll swap ships. That yellow save beacon is the location of... Hold on. There we go. The yellow save beacon is the location of the A-class ship that I found. Let's go check that out. Let's go check it out. I am convinced that I can find an S-class ship on this rock. I am convinced there's an S-class ship on this moon. So William says the white one is the shovel head. Nice. Well, so you guys are the living ship experts out there. I'm pretty sure there's like an unlimited number of living ships, or type of living ships, but I'm pretty sure the styles are kind of limited too.
Night temperature detected.
Okay, let's land. All right, let's swap starships. Let's get the daily driver out here. Cannot land here. There we go.
Thermal protection falling.
Okay, so hold on. Stupid extreme storm. I hate this planet. Absolutely hate this planet.
Technology
Okay.
recharge.
This ship. Oh, hold on. Let's get some lights on this mofo. There we go. Okay, this is an A-class. This is a 2+1 and 1. So, if you guys like this style of ship, DJ Bones, what's up, brother? How's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. If you like this style of ship, it's located in the El Cupolos Galaxy. This is an all-black with yellow accents, medium Sentinel fighter, dorsal and ventral pincer-style stabilizers, medium wings with double-bladed wings and wingtip thrusters. This is a gorgeous ship right here. Absolutely love the way this ship looks. If you like the style of ship, glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. There is a save beacon in the area.
Temperature detected.
Okay. So next, what we're going to do... How many... Let's see here. We should have plenty of those. Yep, we do. All right. So what we're going to do is hunt and see if we can find an S-class of one of these. Because this is an outlaw system, I am convinced there's an S-class of one of these ships here. Restore points. Okay. Oh, God. I swear, I think we've hit more storms during this live stream than anything else. Here we go. Let's get back on the hunt. I am convinced that there's an S-class on this rock somewhere, and we're going to find it. But that's a good-looking Sentinel ship right there.
Extreme night temperature detected.
Yeah, in terms of Sentinel ship design, that's one of my favorite designs, with the dorsal and ventral pincers. Very nice. It would be perfect if it had tank treads. If it had tank treads, it would be perfect, but there are no tank treads on it, so. Yeah, Doc Intel. Them storms, man. It's always about them storms. All right, what do we got? Fortunately, this is a moon, so all the ships are close together. It won't take long to find them. Seriously? Landed right next to a Venus flytrap. Are you serious? Bro. Right next to a Venus flytrap. How does that make any sense? Never pass up a radiant shard. Those things are good for nanites. Never pass up a radiant shard. All right, what do we got? Okay, it is a C-class. The one thing about these outlaw dissident systems is that there's a 5% chance that you'll find an S-class Sentinel ship on the planet, but the majority of the ships on these planets are C-class. What do we got for scrap? So we're going to find a bunch of C-classes here. Okay, you know what? I guess we'll take the Pugnium. Whatever. I guess we'll take it. All right, let's grab it and go. Oh, hold on, before we do. Let's change difficulty. Let's go crafting free so we can grab this thing and hop, skip, and jump. Prod Davis, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. How are you? Just doing some No Man's Sky today. Let's make a restore point before we grab this. All right, let's go. Okay, up.
Technology repaired.
Yeah, C-class, nothing special. It's a gorgeous ship, but the supercharged slots on these things suck. So yeah, we'll compare, and we'll claim it. We'll claim it, then we'll swap it. But I am convinced that there's an S-class somewhere on this rock. and by hook or by crook, we're going to find it. We're going to find it. Okay, Guitar Guy 80, no problem, brother. We'll still be here. Well, we'll be here for the next maybe 20 minutes, I think. All right, here we go. I'm super stoked, man. You guys don't know how happy I am. I got me some good living ships, man. I'm pretty happy about that. I got some cool living ships with decent supercharged slots, too. Not bad. I'm pretty happy. Now, I do want to let you guys know in advance that we may not have a No Man's Sky stream tomorrow. And that's only because, well, the Tuesday live streams for No Man's Sky are always impromptu, so they're not guaranteed. But I tried to increase the frequency of the, or the number of No Man's Sky streams per week. But I've got some other content that I have scheduled to make tomorrow, for tomorrow. And that's going to be a car customization and review of a new classic Porsche for GTA 5 Online. And those videos take a long freaking time to make. And that's because I like to incorporate cinematics with each video, with each car customization and review video. Recording the cinematics in post-production is very difficult. It's not easy, so that does take time. The actual car customization portion is easy. That's easy to do. But doing the cinematics and everything else, not so much. That does take a while. So I just want to let everyone know in advance that we probably won't have a No Man's Sky stream tomorrow. I do have another content piece that I absolutely must work on. Hey, William, I appreciate you, man. Thank you for your understanding, brother. Okay, what do we got? We just got another A-class. We just picked up another A-class. Dang it, there has to be an S-class somewhere on this rock. There has to be an S-class here somewhere. Yeah, we just snagged another A-class. Yeah, let's check out the supercharged slots on this one. This one might be a keeper. This one might be a keeper. Pardon me for a sec. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Had to clear my throat. Yeah, this one might be a keeper. What do we got here? Let's restore point. Okay, glass, brain, hugnium.
Technology prepared.
Okay, this is an A-class at a minimum. At a minimum, this ship is a 2+1. This could be a 3+1. So William, initially, that's what I thought, but it's all random. It's all the junk is all randomized. You could find a C-class and get 10 brains. So yeah, but it's all random. I think this one might be a keeper. Let's compare, and we will claim this ship because again, it's an A-class. We'll keep this one. This one might be a keeper. So yes. Okay, so check it out. This ship was located at minus 32.35 and plus 39.35. Glyphs for this ship, hold on, let's get a good look at it. Lower left-hand corner of the screen, this is the El Cupolos Galaxy. This is an A-class Sentinel starship. I think this is a 3+1. So this one is probably a keeper, so we'll hold on to it. Let's drop a save beacon, and we will color this one. Since it's an A-class, we'll color this one. The other one is blue. Let's make this one, let's find a unique color for it, I guess. You know, we'll make this one blue too. Let's keep all the A-classes blue, and if we find an S-class, we'll make it red. Sound like a plan? Cool, cool. All right, color. Let's make this one blue. Or yellow, whatever the color is. Well, let's do that. Okay, so that'll be the second yellow save beacon, so that'll indicate B classes, or excuse me, A classes. My freighter, yep. That's funny. That's because it's that's because we're on a moon. We're on a moon, and that's why the scale is differently here. The scale is remarkably different. So we're actually doing this from a moon. Okay, so we're going to leave the A class here since we've claimed it.
Thermal protection falling.
Oh, lady, will you leave me alone?
Recharge.
And remember, Samuel L. Jackson voice, thermal protection falling, mofo. All right, let's go. Here we go. Yeah, I am convinced that there is an S-class somewhere on this rock, and and gosh darn it, or whatever you want to say. Oh, I don't want to say the other word. We will find it. We will absolutely find it. This is an outlaw dissonant system, so we'll find it. So Ozzy Bob says, use the pugnium to add to ferrite dust for your refiner to get the higher output of pure ferrite. Interesting. I didn't know that. You got to have a... Yeah, Ozzy, dag nabbit. Yeah, you got to have a Mark II refiner, though. That's the only thing. Pugnium is also a good fuel source for your Sentinel ship, believe it or not. The Crimson Core, shields, one of these... Radiant Shard, yeah. So the launch thrusters, you can recharge those with pugnium. So that's actually a really good use for it. Okay, let's check it out. Yeah, William, it's there somewhere. We'll find it. We'll find it. Yeah, this was a fun live stream, man. I'm super stoked. I'm super stoked. Those are my first 2 living ships. I'm super happy about that one. All right, here we go. What do we got? Okay, it's a crap C-class. Anything good for junk? You can keep your rusty metal, pal. All right, let's swap ships and keep going. So Deborah says, sorry, went to put the dishes in the sink. What rounded head? What? Were we talking about? Or what? What were we talking about? What? All right, here we go. Brain and pugnium. I have no idea what we were talking about. All right, let's get this. Okay, nothing spectacular. Let's swap it. And we'll swap. All right, let's go. Keep going. Oh, hold on. Yeah, let's go. So William says they come in some crazy colors, the rounded head living ships. You know, it's funny because Hero to You did a video where he found a crimson living ship. It was a shovel head. It was a shovel head living ship, but it was a crimson. It was crimson. I'm talking black and red. It was a gorgeous ship. Now the supercharged slots weren't that great. It was a 2+1 and 1, but it was a gorgeous ship. It was really good looking. Definitely a good-looking ship. Hey, but hey, I got what I wanted. I got what I wanted. I'm super happy, man. I'm happy about that. I'm just really disturbed, you know, that I had to rob 3 graves to get that living ship, to get the first one. I'm really disturbed about that. You guys don't know. That is wrong. That is messed up. And those, the fallen travelers were clearly disturbed. They were frightened. They were panicking. And what did I do? I just sucked them right out of the grave. Bro, that's wrong. That's messed up. I'm traumatized by that, man. I'm serious. So Deb found the T4? Really? So I think what we're going to do one day is, I don't know, maybe once live stream, we'll dedicate like an entire live stream to find living ships with good supercharged slots. Here we go. So Ozzy Bob says, I found a strawberry colored one in the Game Hub ship meat. Looked tasty. Woo. A strawberry colored one. Really? Nice. Oh, storm crystals. Storm crystals. Give me them storm crystals. Give me that. As we fall into a ginormous hole. Hold on a second. Let me out of here. Storm crystals. Never pass a storm crystal. As we fall back into the hole. Hold on a minute. Never pass up a storm crystal, people. Never pass up a storm crystal. Okay, that's a memory stone, not a storm crystal, but I'll take it. We'll totally take that. Never pass up a storm crystal. Yeah, we fell into the same hole twice. Here's another memory stone. We'll take that. Yes, please. Give me them storm crystals. Never pass up a storm crystal.
Weather update. Storm clearing.
Yeah, we just barely got those, man. We barely got those. Nice. All right, let's go back to the ship.
Extreme temperature.
All right, there we go. Never pass up a storm crystal. Yeah, Guitar Guy 80, welcome back, man. Okay, what do we got? It's a crap C class. Of course it is. Okay, you can keep your runaway mold. No, thank you. I got plenty of runaway mold. You can keep that, sir. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Oh, there is one thing I want to do. Give me a sec. While I got this on my mind. Give me 1 second. There's something I need to do really quickly. There it is. Let me check. Give me 1 sec. I got to check one thing. Channel activity. Yeah, okay. 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 All right. I think it's cool. Okay. Yeah, just had to go over a chat log for just a sec. Okay. All right. So, brain. Yeah, sorry about that. I'd like to take a second to review chat log just in case there's something interesting taking place. All right, another crap C class. Compare. Claim that mofo. All right. Okay, so you know how we do it here. Restore point. Yeah. Okay. Don't know why that's still highlighted, but all right. Okay, here we go. We got a little bit of time. Let's hunt for maybe 1 or 2 more ships. There has got to be an S-class on this rock somewhere. We're going to find it. Yeah, this is a gorgeous Sentinel ship. Look at that ship. That's a gorgeous Sentinel ship. Found an A-class, so I'm pretty happy about that.
Extreme night temperature detected.
But ain't no ship like an S-class ship, let me tell you. So I think what we're going to do for the next No Man's Sky stream, probably by the time we stream again, the update will be out. So we'll focus on the update content. But If I can stream again before the update releases, what we're going to do is hunt for living frigates. We're going to hunt for living frigates. Because we have everything that we need to hunt for them. We just got to make a dream aerial, and that's it. We picked up the blueprints for it, so we should be good. But I think we'll save that for the next stream. As we crash into the ground and we're literally upside down. Here we go. Yeah, that Sentinel brain has a death wish. There we go. So Deborah says, yes, I like the rainbow living ships. They're pretty cool. The rainbow living ships are unique because you don't typically see those. Normally, the living ships can have like a monochrome color to them, which is pretty cool. But if you get the multicolored ships, those I think are a bit more rare. Never pass up a radiant shard.
Thermal protection.
Never pass up a radiant shard. Yeah, William, exactly. They can show up within 30 seconds to 30 minutes. I mentioned earlier that I saw a video where one content creator was pulse driving for 30 minutes. He was pulsing for 30 minutes before a living ship popped up. I said, you got to be kidding me. That is insane. Okay. Never pass up a radiant shard. Because radiant shards are good nanites. Yeah, 500 nanites for a stack of 10. So how many do we have, by the way? We got a couple of stacks of 10. Let's refine those. Yep. Start refining. All right. Oh, hold on. Let's get rid of this. Get rid of that. And we don't really need this. Okay, what do we got?
Protection fully.
This is our third A-class. We just found another A-class. This is our third A-class. What do we got for junk? Okay, Pugnium, exosuits. Yeah, this is our third A-class ship. Let's restore point, shall we? Hold on.
Thermal protection fully.
Thermal protection, I got it.
Technology recharge.
Okay, hold it. Restore point. Almost forgot. Restore point. And I think we'll have time to hunt for one more. Alright, here we go. And Pugnium.
Technology prepared.
This one is a no-go. This is spread out. This one is spread out. So, in spite of it being an A-class, this one is kind of a scrapper. Hey, Miguel, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. So, William says he had to do it for 30 minutes. Are you freaking serious? 30 minutes? Yeah, that's a long time, man. Deborah says I went for almost 2 hours one time. 2 hours of constant pulse driving. I'm not looking forward to that. I am not looking forward to that. Okay, this is it's an A-class, but it's a scrapper. Yep. Compare. Let's swap. We'll swap ships. We'll swap it because there's nothing really spectacular about this one. It's worth a little more money than that one, but you know what? It's okay. Let's swap it. All right. Yeah, supercharged slots are pretty bad on that one. It's not even worth recording it. Okay, let's go find one more ship. I think we got time for one more ship. Let's do it. Here we go. We got time for one more ship. Then I got to go take care of some IRL stuff. Yes, I've got the locations for 2 A-class Sentinel ships like this one marked. And I picked up a good one. I've already picked up a good one. A good A-class with, I think it's a 3+1. Yeah, Deborah says, one more time. Yeah, exactly. Okay, what do we got? Anything good? I hope. That is true. With the A-class, we'll get a storage augmentation. So, yeah. All right, what do we got here? It's a crap C-class. Boo. All right. Let's check the scrap. Never pass up a radiant shard. Somebody asked me one day, it's funny you should mention that, Guitar Guy 80. Somebody asked me what my favorite Daft Punk song is, and I told them it was their first song, Around the World. Very well choreographed song, by the way. Okay, so that's a crap C-class. All right. Let's make a restore point. Okay. So, I think we're going to call it here. I got to go take care of some IRL stuff before I get beat up later on. So I want to thank you guys so much for stopping by today. This was a fun live stream. We got a lot done. Picked up 2 awesome living ships, man. I am super stoked about that. What I'm not happy about is how I got the first ship. I'm going to get mental health counseling after this. So, yeah, not happy about that, but it was fun nonetheless. But seriously, thank you guys so much for joining us. This was a fun live stream. We probably won't do another GTA. We probably won't do a No Man's Sky stream tomorrow because I have to work on a GTA piece tomorrow. I got to work on GTA tomorrow. Hey, Walter, good to see you. Thanks for stopping by, man. Thanks for stopping by today. So if by some random chance I do stream No Man's Sky again, it'll be tomorrow. But chances are we won't do it tomorrow because I have to take care of some other stuff. Nonetheless, we'll try to do No Man's Sky again later on this week if at all possible. But thank you guys so much for stopping by today. This was a fun stream. We got 2 awesome living ships. I'm going to go get mental health counseling now. I'm disturbed after that one. But seriously, thank you guys so much for being one of the best communities that a content creator could ask for. You guys rock. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. Stay tuned for the update, which should drop sometime this week. Anyways, Deborah says, maybe Hello Games have mental health counseling side job. Yeah, maybe they do, right? Maybe I should contact them. Let's call the Zendesk. Anyways, thank you guys for stopping by. Take care of yourselves out there. And with all that being said, this live stream is a wrap. I've been Oddman105, a.k.a. The Odd One, saying thanks to each and every one of you for your continued support of what we do here on the channel. And I will see you guys when I see you guys in the next live stream. Everyone, please stay safe. And remember, don't just start the fire. Bring the smoke and take care out there. And I'll see you all next time. So everyone, please stay safe. God bless to each and every one of you. Please hit that like button for me if you haven't done so on the way out. And I'll see you all next time. Oh, and everyone, Guitar Guy 80 is going to be going live in 3 hours. Yeah, Guitar Guy 80 will be live in 3 hours. Remember, Guitar Guy 80 is part of the Odd Fam. Looks like he's going to be doing some GTA stuff. If you guys haven't done so, make sure you're subbed to him. Go show that man some love. He'll be live in a few hours, so go over to his channel and show him some support as well. So with all that being said, you guys stay safe. Take care out there. Oh, lady, will you leave me alone? I know about the hazard protection. So I'll see you guys next time. Take care, everybody. Let's get out of here. I'll see you all next time. Please hit that like button for me on the way out. You guys stay safe. Take care out there. We'll see you next time.